Y'all, how many napkins does one person need? Let's figure it out. Welcome, I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. And you guys, I don't even have an interesting or witty opening. I don't. Here I am anyway. It's 7:45. It's Sunday. I woke up at 3:30, just terrorizing myself, and then about 4:15 I managed to get out of it. I thought, let's just get up and get going. And yes, you're gonna be tired, and I didn't have time for my sleeping aid to process my body. But I noticed that Clara had not gone to the bathroom in her box. So it's almost like you can take a lot and then something terrible happens, and then it's something like your cat. And I can't, my sense of smell, like I can smell it if I'm on top of it, but like if you walked in, I don't know if you can walk in and just immediately smell it. I can't. But I have to, my goal now is to get her litter box downstairs open. God forbid, I can't have one on every floor, but I can do that. Because maybe she's just, so I'm really reducing her food, and that makes her angry. So it's just all around awful. I did get her nails cut. That's good because she almost clawed off my skin. But yeah, I'm just really, I don't know. I hope this is dark day of the night or night of the day or whatever, you know what I mean? Wasn't there a Eugene O'Neill play? I'm in a Eugene O'Neill novel. Play. So basically, my air condition broke, my compressor. I have to get a new one. And yeah, and my friend Kenny got someone to come look at it. That he's the guy that goes to his house and fixes things when Kenny's too busy. It's a lot of money, but then it's a lot less than like a major company. So I'm worried, is it not a good deal? Is it too cheap? I mean, I don't know. It's a lot to think about, and it's going to put me really close to no savings. So, and hence why I like a roommate, but it seems like, oh no, Clara's peeing out of the box, and no air conditioning, dishwasher doesn't work. My disposable works, that's good. But all I can do is try to move forward. I don't want to move forward, and I really don't feel connected. And it's just like, between us, honestly, I'm thinking about how upset people would be if something happened to me. But again, it's not about me. It's about how people would feel about me and about their feelings. But it's just like, and then my back, not really my back, but my hips were killing me. I just killed myself the last 2 days. Just feel like pressure. And to keep moving. And I'm not nearly letting go enough. It's exhausting. And I haven't slept well. And it just, that just starts all your systems in your body not feeling good. I got up early and started pounding down protein shake. Did 3 things I wanted to do, should be done. It's not on my list for today. I had lunch with a friend yesterday, an older friend, and she said something like her granddaughter or grandniece supposedly has ADHD, and I said, well, what do you mean supposedly? That sounds like a judgment. And so I started telling her, she's like, well, how does it work for you? How does it affect you? I said, well, long term, I didn't finish college, so I don't get paid as much as I should, or as my potential is, and it makes my life harder. So you're at the table, and you realize you need a fork. So you go to the refrigerator to get I would go to the refrigerator to get a fork. Go to get a fork, and I buy the refrigerator. I look out in the living room and think, oh yeah, I meant to put that by the front door so I don't forget it. And then I do that. I'm like, wait a minute, don't I have laundry that needs to be switched? And it's like, oh, okay, wait, look, I needed to bring these upstairs. So basically 15, 20 minutes later, I haven't gotten a fork to the table. It's just that simple. It shouldn't be that hard, but it's that hard. You know, I just am self-destructive, truthfully. For whatever the reasons are. I'm not sure I can do better. That's a hard feeling, thinking like maybe you can't do better. You know, and all this, like, I've been really pushing my body, and it's not 25 anymore. And my hips hurt so bad yesterday at work. I mean, I got on the floor and I was trying to stretch them out. But I should have brought a heating pad. And, yeah, and then coming home last night, it's pretty warm. I mean, it could be worse. It's not in hundreds. But, yeah. And I'm just looking around, like, you know, looking for details, and I just think everything looks shabby. It's like I need to have paint on, and, you know, it's just a lot. So, yeah, it's a tough day. And I don't even know where to begin to ask for help. I don't know. So it's just really sad. And I just feel like, well, not that there's anything wrong with mental illness, but, you know, you're mentally ill. That's the story. And, you know, maybe I'm a rock star within what I'm doing. I don't know. It doesn't feel that way. Let me take a bite of my food. Beverly made me some, and I'm so blessed with people who love me. It would be so sad if I weren't here. Just so hard. I'm so overwhelmed, and I just don't physically feel good. And I just mentally, it's so hard. It's so hard to move forward. And I'm not saying I haven't accomplished a lot, because I have. It's just, but they say a day late and a dollar short. But this is this good chicken salad. I think I showed before, and you can serve it on apple. There's apple, cranberries, all kinds of good stuff. The recipe calls for a little chicken broth, so that makes it a little bit yummier. But I can't not eat, and I don't want to. I just want to, I don't know, starve away to nothing. What was that, Clara? So I hope getting her box back down again. And I mean, it hasn't been there in 2 years, so I'm really trying to limit her food, and it makes her angry in pee places she shouldn't. And then Oscar ended up with like a prolapse colon. It was an ordeal. And I always felt bad that I didn't catch it in time until it was so impacted. We had gone to Angela's house. I think it was the first time since my mom was gone. And usually when I went there to house sit, cat sit, my mom was here. So the cats stayed here, but I had to bring them. And you had to go for a weekend, and they just had to, like, you know, all kinds of things to get it out, as you can imagine. So last night, had she not only peed in the box, there was no poop. I thought, at this point, I'm like, I'll be happy to find a poop somewhere. I didn't see anything. But when I woke up, she had, and you could tell she might have been constipated. It was a bigger one. But I think, is that a sign that worse things to come? And honestly, I feel like if I take her to the doctor, it's going to be like $1,000 and all kinds of terrible stuff. And I don't know. But I'm going to try to hydrate as much as I can. And I'm just going to live on like fruit shakes and fruit smoothies. like protein powder and water for like 2 weeks. One, it would be very cheap. I got lots of fruit to eat up though, y'all. So, and yeah, but I just have to let more go. What if I have to move my house, sell my house quickly? There's no way I'll be going to somewhere much smaller that I could bring this. And partly, you know, this is what I want to do in 10 years, 8 years when I retire. If I ever get to retire, but, you know, didn't want to feel in a panic and a rush and, you know. But I'm going to do, tomorrow I'll start filling out applications for roommates. And we'll see what happens. But what if no one wants to live here? Because it's a mess. Because I'm a mess. I don't know, I'm sorry. It's hard to do this. I don't want to do it, and I don't know if I'll post it because this is like really ugly, hurtful. And I don't want people to feel bad for me or worry. But maybe you should. And the thing is, all the behaviors and feelings that got me here, I don't know if I can change them. That's the scariest thought. Not saying I haven't improved, I really have. But there's so much damage already that, you know, it's affecting my health. And you try, you put on a Saturday face and you know, you are funny and you are interested in books, and inside you just wish you weren't there. And that's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling. But then meanwhile, I want to do a series asking what things are. So I think I might do like shorts. I mean, yeah. So I'm not good at YouTube either, so it's just a bad time. Beverly's coming today. We're gonna work on my yard because it looks horrible. And my house plants are doing well. They need to be repotted. And I don't want to scare her because she will be upset. And I don't want her to be upset. I don't. So hopefully this will get out of my system and I can get it together and act okay. Though my face is gonna be just, yeah. But just, you know, trying to work so hard, and then my body got my hips. But, you know, my insurance does have a program, and I'm gonna go online tomorrow and start that process. I think they even have PT or whatever, and maybe, you know. Yeah. Yeah, how do you know when it's time to stop being so strong? Or to just go away and you aren't strong? Because I've always been strong. Always. Much to the detriment of my health and life. But I'm just going to focus though on getting 10 pounds off my body. And it's warm anyway, and I'm hot, and, you know, I'm so stressed I don't really want to eat. So, it's all a good time. But I want to get sicker. So I got my protein shake, and I drink my water. Y'all, if you do, Beverly's been trying to drink like close to 80 ounces of water a day, and it's challenging, and you're not hungry. Like she said, she loves her chai, but she said really she had to cut it way down because she's so full. So when you have weight loss surgery, and you know, it's so funny, I've lost 130 pounds and kept it off for like 10 years. But I still feel like a failure that, you know, they wanted me at like 50 pounds lighter, 60 pounds lighter, which I never thought was reasonable.
but I still want to be 30 pounds lighter. His part of me is like, why did you not stick with it? What happened? I'm like, well, you know, I've kept it off, which is 95% of people don't. But no matter what it is right now, I can use it to really feel bad about myself. I'm sorry. I know people feel like this. You know, maybe, yeah. There's of you who are so loving and kind and don't feel that way. What a blessing. But I just feel like everything outside of life has been so hard and has led me to this place, and now I don't have it in me to get through it. I just don't. I mean, the cat pee. And I can't even smell that well. So Beverly's going to have to go around, but what I'm going to also do too is tomorrow is my living room's not empty yet, but it will be. And I'm going to call and make it the first appointment I can get. That will help a lot, because when my needless to say, when my other cat, he got really old, when he has just issues and he died of diabetes, we couldn't get him regulated, and he had done a job, and I have this guy in every 3 months. I would, you know, would have done it. It's a lot, but anyway, I'm gonna do that, and so I'm trying to think of things that I can do to make myself feel better, or at least not do anything to make me feel worse. Yeah. So one of the things I'm going to do is I collect crayons. I always have. Can't say I have crayons from when I was a kid, but that would be cool. Just always bought them. I always have this, you know, visions in my head what I want to do with them, and I think I'm just gonna let that go. And I don't tend to use crayons in my art, but I can keep a box of 64 crayons because I probably have 300 crayons. Who knows? Probably more than that. But I think, you know, it's just time to let it go, and just like I won't be able to take all this with me. And then when my mom died, you see how unimportant things are. They don't go with you. Experience, I don't know how it works. I don't know. And my brother didn't get an autopsy. I wish he had him, because I wish I knew how she died. Or why she died. And is that me now? Am I on the road to that? Because there's so much alike. And she would get these rashes, but like always our chest was like this, but I have some weird rash under my arm. And she used to get things like that. I'm sorry. Put on the hey, trigger warning, crying, desperation, just pass on by. And I shouldn't be listening to. I'm just gonna make a promise to myself right now, and not listen to any more of this true crime. This trial has been terrible. It's not good to have in my head. And like Claire sent me a podcast with Anne Lamott. I love Anne Lamott. And just really only listen to good things and music. You know, I got a dream where I was supposed to dance in the book drop room. And I forgot to. I didn't put it in my phone. And what else am I forgetting? I don't know that I forgot. How do you do that? So I'm trying to put things in place, and it's just hard. And I can do hard things, but not this many, right? Not this many. Anyway. Yeah. And I got lots of things to show you. There's a credenza in the dining room, and it's just jam full of these drawers. And I thought, you know what? I know, like, a roommate can't see in it, but I thought it's gonna be easy. Just take everything out, divide it like with like, and let Beverly pick out whatever she wants. And if my friends come tomorrow, I don't know. I don't want to be like this around them. But I want them to pick stuff out too. Now I'm really letting go most of my stuffed animals. I said most, not all. The amount of work, I have to do gardening is a lot. And I don't know, my hands hurt so bad yesterday in the morning from holding that thing. And I just can't afford to get somebody to come help me. So I need somebody to come in my studio and just help me get rid of things and make, set limits and, I just get so unfocused. It's so frightening. Like right now, what if I owe somebody something and I don't know it? And they're mad at me or think less of me. I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. I guess because I just don't feel good enough. It's the truth. And for a long time, anyone who really liked me or thought highly of me, I thought that they were being kind. That couldn't be genuine. There's so much wrong with me. And I haven't felt that thinking in a long time, and I know that's not true. I know it. And I have a lot of value as a person. But it just seems like something I say, not something I feel. This was not supposed to happen. I had a good cry when I woke up at 3:30. There's some medicine I need. And I couldn't find it. I thought, of course you can't. Because you can't do anything right. Like, it's just simple things that can make life so much harder. And I don't mean to do it. I don't. On some levels, I'm so organized. It makes me sad that, I haven't had the life I could have had if I didn't have this brain issue. And my friend's daughter, I love her so much. She's so great. She's so creative and talented. And yet her brain tells her, you don't need to be here. And I just saw her and she's just wonderful kid. Just 100 years up before her time. Really. And I can relate. And like, I don't know what's going to happen. She's so talented. She should be in New York. And, her design's amazing. Just learning all she can. But there's so much that comes with that and the high stress. And, maybe I stayed in my job well, I love it. I do. If I got paid double, I would be you wouldn't hear me bitching about it at all. And I'm good at it. I'm really good at it, I think. But I don't know. It's just, if I had got my degree, I would be making a lot more money. I do love it though. I do. And right now we have a really good crew, but they always switch people around. So it always feels like there's one, like a shoe's waiting to drop. I don't know what that means symbolically, but just like something's going to change and everything's, we've been through this many times. We have like the golden team, and then for no reason, somebody gets switched around, and then, it's just a nightmare because you lose a place where you're having fun, you're treated professionally, and like you matter and all that stuff, and then people don't always do it. So anyway, I am going to go now and think about posting this. I'm going to try to eat some food. I don't want to get sick that way. But if I do, just, like the smoothies with protein powder in it is a pretty good thing. I'm going to eat my fruit and, like this chicken salad. I'm going to make some. And I bought chicken breasts that I need to Ziploc today. And I was looking at some really good, different, easy chicken breast recipes, and I have salad and stuff like that with it. But I can't really the only place truly is not buying food. I mean, everything's so expensive. I mean, really, I think it's $450 more a month since the pandemic on everything. And my paycheck did not cover that. Anyway. So long story short, but my mom, there was something happened and my mom, I don't know, tax person, whatever, messed up a lot. And she ended up owing a lot of money after she retired. A lot. And so we had to borrow a lot of the house. And I don't know why we didn't buckle down and pay as much as we could. We just acted like it didn't matter, and now it's coming due. And I paid, I think it was $80,000, and I'm down to like 30. So I've done it, but I'm not. It's gonna come due soon, and it's gonna be a huge amount. And but how lucky am I, right? I have a house. I have a house. I have friends. I have things that make me happy. And so I'm overwhelmed, and I just look how sad this is, that I have this, that this is what I needed to get through. Just this compulsive behavior. And now I'm, I just, God, if I could hire someone to come and a couple days a week for a couple hours, I always do better with someone else helping me. And younger legs than mine and better hands than I have. It's just, the hands. And it was so hot last night that I had put my heating pad on my hands to give it a break, And I am going to call my insurance and find out what kind of program they have. So maybe I can get, physical, they're supposed to have all this stuff. We'll see if it lives up. Of course, because they don't want me to collapse and be that much more expensive. Because it feels like it's coming. But I'm going to say I'm not going to watch any more true crime and about this trial. I think it is messing with my head. The depravity of people. And just start focusing, only listen to things that fill me up. Things that help, are like Louise Hay and all of them. So, all right, guys. Thank you for listening. And I hope maybe I should go back and do an opening and just have a trigger warning. I think I'll do that. Because I don't want to set people off. And I don't want you who care so much for me to be worried. And I don't know how you're not going to be, but if I don't talk about it, because I'm afraid of people's reactions, it would be so bad for me. It would be really bad. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just try to do it as much as I can. It's important because I don't want to hurt myself. And I feel like I'm already hurting myself with decisions I've made, and I'm paying the price now, and I don't, I think I don't know how to overcome it or get through it, but I need to try. I laid in bed thinking, I just don't want to be here. I don't, and Claire's not feeling good, and, she's probably ready to die, and it cost me thousands of dollars in the process, and I just thought, if something happened to me, whatever, like a bus hits me. Yesterday I thought I would probably die. And I thought, universe, I don't want to die. Please though, if I had an accident kill me, do not let me be paraplegic or something harder. I thought, where would Clara go? Who would take Clara? She couldn't just go anywhere. And all the people I know that would take her have cats. Lots of cats. And dogs. It just... I was trying to imagine work. The pain and uproar, I just don't want to do that to anyone. But, But I know how to stop getting rid of stuff. I have to. I'm close enough. but it's just become an obsession with me. I got rid of about 30 more books yesterday. I took to work and donated them. And this funny woman came up, and she had 2 of the books I just did, and she didn't have cash on her. And somebody's like, "Don't worry about it. Just, you know," made me happy that she looked like she might actually read them. So that helps me a lot, let go of stuff, because it's not hard to let go. Some things I don't want to let go of, and I'll keep, but it's just the physicality of doing it alone that's tough. It's really hard. But that's what I got. So, but maybe if I call that place insurance and get something in you know, physical therapy or nutrition or something. You know, I've just gone through this where I just starved myself, right? I'm not bulimic or anorexic at all. I don't have those tendencies. Like, I'm not a binge eater or any of that stuff. It's just, you know, I can deprive myself because, you know, if you're a young girl overweight in this society in the 70s, you tried every diet. Like I said, dry toast and grapefruit would make me want to scream and hurt someone. But anyway, but like having some good chicken salad in the morning, I can't tolerate, I don't know, I need things like that, right? That are, I don't know, more food. But, okay guys, I'm going to go. And then I'll have some napkins I'm going to share, and more napkins, again, in scents. This is a lot of my mom's stuff. And then, yeah, let's see if I can do this before Beverly comes. And I wanted my house to look a certain way when she came in, so she'd be, you know, proud of me. I'd be like, "Wow, look what you did. Why do I need that?" You know? I guess we as humans want approval. I mean, I don't need strangers' approval. But it's like if someone here makes a snarky comment, unless you're in my top 10, I've been here and, you know, we've gotten to know each other. It doesn't matter to me. But, no, and she wouldn't judge me. She thinks I do amazing. She tells me all the time. So what is it in my head that makes that a hard thing? Or a burden on me? I'm sick of it. I just want it to go away. I pray so hard. Just like, please take it. I don't want it. Take it. Anyway, I'm going to go. I promise you I'm going to be okay. I just need to talk it out. All right, you guys. And I'll be back with some napkins. I promise.